Matthew 28, the last thing Jesus said to his disciples was, "Go into the world and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to observe all of my commandments."
Since its founding, Living Hope has sought to be a church that makes disciples among the nations, and a big part of the way that we do that is through church planting, through supporting church planting, through training church planners, equipping them, launching church starts.
We want to be a part of the harvest of spreading the kingdom. And so here are these guys that are going to places that might be under-resourced or have dying churches that are being revitalized. Our resources aren't just for this family here. It's multiplying and it's growing, and we get to be a part of that with lives that, we'll know for eternity, and that's making that kind of impact.
One of the things that really attracted me to the vision that Living Hope has as a church is that it's a church that wants to plant other churches. And our desire would be that as we plant other churches, they in turn would plant other churches as well.
There's some exciting things that are already happening since we've been a part of this church planting team. Living Hope is partnering with a church plant in Miami. And so not only are we giving funding there, but we're supporting in other ways with prayer, with finding ways that we can actually physically go there and be a part of what they're doing. We're also working with both an Ukrainian and an Afghan church plants here in Memphis. And so there are refugees that are coming from Ukraine and from Afghanistan, and they are joining together to make disciples. And so people are coming to Jesus, being baptized in those churches, and they're growing. We've also done things like buying chairs for a church plant in Illinois that didn't have the funding to buy chairs, but they had a building space. And so we were able to do that. We were also able to buy 300 Bibles for a church plant in Atlanta for an area where people are really highly Bible illiterate. And so there are lots of things that are already happening, and that's only after several months, and we're really just getting started. So the opportunities are big. They're exciting. We're already seeing God work, and we're excited to see the ways that God's going to work with church planting at Living Hope in the days ahead.
It's just so cool that we get to be a part of something where these people are taking leaps of faith. They are out on the front lines, trusting God, and we get to provide Bibles or chairs or sound equipment to take a little bit of stress off of them, where they are just really trusting the Lord and have all the stress of not knowing where things are going to come from. And as a church body, we get to use our resources to bless them.
It's wonderful being part of this team because it's part of the process of expanding God's kingdom work in the world, one church at a time.